Hi friends. So let's dive into, I just filmed a video about like the only planners I've used pretty much this whole year. And these are the three. That's why this homemade cheese in the side here. Um, Sorry, my dogs are going to war right now because they love to play. So this is the Laurel Denise. Let me find a spread that like actually represents generally how it went this year. So we'll just dive into like the year. So this was kind of how I was dividing the right hand side. Projects, goals. As you can see, they went great. Green means they were done, so great success right here. It was a year, you guys. It was a year. So generally I didn't use this section as much as I thought I would for the most part. So next year I am transferring to a teacher planner with the blocks because I love this and I love this. This does not work for me, and I don't want the vertical because those are just too narrow for me at the moment. Like, as you can see, I did like the habit trackers. I thought those were pretty cool. But that was generally it, right? Like it kind of just went like that, like. So I did switch it up. This was September. I mean, still didn't use this. I wanted to. I really wanted to. I just don't know why my brain doesn't. It just doesn't like it. My reading is on point. So, but you know, it's hard to put things here and then not break them down fully. So I'm going to figure out how to do that next year. But this does sit on my desk, and oh boy, does it save my sanity of just being able to see like what's going on at one big spread. So I switched up this side, even though the problem is now that I missed the color from like the older ones. I don't know. I'm having a spiral about my planners, but like I love my Laurel Denises and we'll be using them. So that was that planner mainly for this year. Of just like a lot of hope. Was a crazy year. But then they released this year, and this thing, I don't want to say has like completely saved my sanity, but there's something really to it that has been so incredibly helpful. This is the one with the blank vertical, and I kind of just use this generally as like a dumping ground of everything I could possibly think of, maybe want, maybe this, maybe that. Everything goes in here to just organize, and it's messy and it's chaotic, and I don't try to make it look cute, and it's working. So as we open it up, as you can see, it's really just like everything goes in here. I did have like projects to do over here. I've kind of moved them to other places, but like the ultimatum, cool. I had a migraine, you know, like now my puppy's licking my tripod. So just everything possible that was going on went in here. And then like I had no qualms about blank days. I didn't care. I would just like chaotically put things in, and then like clearly have like, not that these days weren't productive, you know what I mean? It was probably just like, honestly, I have so many meetings at work, it makes me a crazy person. And then this is when I finally have time to myself to like do other things. So as you can see, lots of and I don't know what half of these to-dos are. I'm so sorry if some of them are like weird or whatever, you know, like it's just blah goes into here. So I can kind of sort it through my life. Now I do wish, I don't love these like kind of clothy ribbons. I do wish they were like silk or something. Well, but that's fine. So like here's this month I did start adding stickers just for a little joy, just to feel. And then here's like this week, right? Just kind of like dumping things in as needed. And I don't have any guilt or any serious feelings about like, we got married, you know, like it's just, I just have fun with it. And I think this needs to be a theme in the year ahead, but here's how it works if it's something you're considering, you know, using as a planner. There's just so much breathing room to just kind of put whatever you want in. You can use stickers if you want. Like there's all, it's just can take whatever I can throw at it, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm so glad it goes into the next year because like I can't imagine my life without this planner at this point. So that is it for my Laurel Denise's for this year. I do have a different kind of setup coming for next year. This will stay. This will be switched to a different one. And then I have, oh God, I don't know what it's called. I think it's the dark, they change names and I'm still not fully mentally committed to what it is, but I will show you when I set up my 2026 planners. So that was it though for 2025.